blowing up everywhere. NFTs was also around that time. NFTs was blowing up. I was working for the UK regulator, the Financial Conduct Authority, FCA.
How do meme coins become regulated with no framework?
So before we go into meme coins, stable coins are all regulated. They have to be. So by regulated, that means my phone's encrypted. No, I don't believe any of that.
I don't believe any of that.
Any of that. Everyone's busy here. Everyone's super busy.
Yeah, of course.
It's like so hard to
Everyone's
connect.
using big buzzwords.
Yeah. Don't just look at it as the casino. Look at it as what's going to surround the casino.
The entertainment hub.
Entertainment hub, but more importantly, what's that? Jobs.
Who owns Bitcoin?
You can buy it at your own will. You can sell at your own will. The government can't take you down.
Yet.
I
would probably say one of the best interviews I've ever done.
Really?
Very informative. I think we had a great debate back and forth about several different topics. Hello and welcome back to Bet Talks. I'm Rick Godds and I am joined by the founder of Traders Brawl Media. He is an MC, host, crypto influencer, and ex-financial regulator of the UK. Let's welcome to the show, Adel. How you doing, buddy?
Rick, thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure. I've always seen you at networking events. Finally, I get to sit down with you.
Absolutely. Welcome to the show, buddy. We do see each other, obviously, at several different conferences. Crypto Expo, NFT Expo. We saw each other at the Iconic Finance Expo as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we see each other obviously on the road a lot and many different conferences. How's things going, man?
Yeah, busy. You know, Dubai is a really vibrant city. Always networking, always things are happening, and you've got. It really makes you like have to. If you're not delivering, then don't be here.
100% agreed. Yeah, you've got to be on it, mate. I mean, this city is obviously full of very entrepreneurial, like-minded people. If it's not happening and you're not constantly keep flowing and turning up, I always believe that turning up is probably one of the biggest things that people fail on. And obviously just always being there and always being on your game, man. So
Agreed.
It's good. So listen, obviously I see your podcasts. We talk here at Bet Talks. We talk about everything from gaming/gambling, soon to be regulated in the UAE, crypto, AI, everything emerging tech. So we do cover a lot of same topics as you do on the Traders Brawl. Tell me more about the podcast. How's it going so far? How long has it been going? How's things? So
Traders Brawl Media is a social media marketing agency aimed at the Web3 industry. We started initially as two co-founders, myself and another person. And I started this as a podcast because I wanted to actually integrate fitness with financial freedom, triple F. And this is something that I think no one is doing in the UAE or in general. No one's combining crypto with fitness together. And so we wanted to do this by inviting people who are in this space to talk to us, who are managing health with wealth and having that work-life balance. We did this initially in my home. So I bought equipment, I set it up like this, three cameras, very congested, very clogged up, but that's how I started.
But it worked.
Good,
man.
Over time of having done this, I put myself out there saying, you're looking for media, we can do it for you. Come over and come check us out. Check out my portfolio. From there, as it just became into a snowball effect, ripple effect, I found a studio that was happy to have me use their place free of charge, sort of like a barter system, where I would bring in top guests and I would shoot and be the host for them. And that's been ongoing for over a year now.
Brilliant.
So yeah, and then we branched out from podcasting to now on-site media at their events to Twitter Spaces, because Twitter is huge for crypto. And so we're multifaceted, and then meetups, the Tech Tuesdays. We did you must have seen some of the highlights that we did for it.
Yeah, brilliant content.
And here we are, just going from event to event to speaking at events as well, because podcasting helped me with public speaking, a skill that I learned here in Dubai. And then I started speaking at events, Web3 conferences, summits, and panels, moderating. Traders Brawl does a multitude of things, all to do with brand building and media.
Brilliant, brilliant. And how many current brands are you signed with at the moment?
So it's on a ongoing basis where like we have this event now. We're having you as a speaker, and when they have me as a speaker, I'm automatically going to bring my team as media partner.
Brilliant.
So I get media passes, I get guest passes.
Yeah.
So it's more like I can't count how many speakerships I've done. I can't count how many media partnerships I've done. Dubai is an interesting one because they sometimes they don't have any signed contracts in place.
Yeah.
They just have you, okay, you're going to be there. We'll put your logo on the website. We'll put you as a speaker. Cool. Deliver.
Cool.
That's it.
Cool. Well, listen, obviously it's growing. I mean, obviously you've just learned as a public speaker in Dubai, yeah? I mean, how long have you been here in the UAE?
2 years.
Mate, your confidence is just oozing out of you.
I hope so.
Very good at speaking, man. Yeah.
Thank you.
So we see each other a lot on the road. I mean, I'm currently signed by several different brands from gaming, crypto. A lot of these conferences. As we have very similar backgrounds. I'm a little bit older than you.
Not that
much. So I basically have been more around the gaming sector,
right,
and then merged into the crypto space.
Sure.
I mean, obviously, you come under a bracket as a crypto influencer. You invested a lot in crypto yourself?
I did when I was so previous to this, to being in Dubai, I was working for the UK regulator, the Financial Conduct Authority, FCA. There I was responsible for overseeing licenses, so applicants applying to get licensed in the UK to operate. And we as the regulator have the power to approve or reject. And so that gave me a lot of insight into what their business model is about, and also insight on interviewing them. And I realized I was interviewing people, but in closed settings. It wasn't like a podcast like this. But I realized I'm interviewing these candidates. I'm good at scrutinizing them. I'm good at challenging their business model, their accounting, finding areas that need improvement in their business model. This was a skill, but I realized I'm not using this skill to my advantage, and that's when I decided to launch a podcast in Dubai. But see, the fact that I was able to see some insider information, I was able to also trade on it, not trade on them directly, but using this knowledge that the idea of decentralized, the idea of gaming, including NFTs, which is game changer because now it's about ownership versus this movement against centralized authority. This gave me great insight gave me a good stepping stone to research into this and then invest into it. So yes, crypto was my initial into the space, and then here I am, fast forwarding to now, I'm able to talk about these topics with my knowledge from the FCA.
Brilliant. So you come from a financial background, a regulated financial background, into an unregulated crypto market, which is very much same kind of framework, but still unregulated.
Yes.
As of such. Yeah?
Yes.
So my background I was around the crypto space around 2018, just before the ICO crash.
Okay.
Spent several time in the ICO market, worked with several different. I mean, what's your thought on the market? I mean, it's changing so rapidly from ICOs to NFTs now to meme coins. I mean, where do you see things in the next decade?
It's an interesting one because this technology moves so fast. Right now, we're seeing a trend with DePIN, right? Decentralized infrastructure. This is a completely we never even thought about these topics last year. Last year was metaverse. I believe 2022 was around metaverse time. Metaverse was blowing up everywhere. NFTs was also around that time. NFTs was blowing up, I think, in 2019. That's when I heard about the NFT for the first time. Now it's AI and crypto. So AI-based crypto-based AI or AI-based crypto tokens. And then DePIN, which is decentralized physical infrastructure. Another buzzword now. There's always a new buzzword.
Yeah, there is.
There's always a new buzzword.
There's always a new buzzword.
Drives me nuts.
It just changes, and people just change the dynamics, change the wording, and it just creates this hype on these new tokens coming through. I mean, let's face the facts. What actual value do meme coins actually have? One
thing only, pump and dump, right? It's just to make a big bag and then escape and run off with your big bags. It's literally like, they made a meme coin out of Hawk Tuah Girl. Do you hear about the Hawk Tour girl?
It's mental.
Yeah, it's mental.
It's mental. I mean, who actually invests in this stuff? Like, I mean, there's the actual reality of it. I mean, you've come from a financial background, financial regulation. So, regulatory. So, a regulatory body is a legitimate company entity with a business model framework around it, with an experienced team within that sector. That is sort of a stock market company.
Yeah.
I mean, who in their right mind goes, nope, I'm not going to invest in Apple or Microsoft or anything with legitimate framework. We're going to invest in Hawk 2 coin. I mean, who does this?
Well, look at the latest scam that just happened with McDonald's. I don't know if you heard, McDonald's got scammed just yesterday or 2 days ago. McDonald's account got rug pulled. They hacked McDonald's account and they launched a meme coin using the McDonald's name. This was done on Pump Fun. And they raised, I think, $700,000, and he rug pulled. It was apparently an Indian group of people or an individual, and he got away with $700,000. The fact that he got away with $700 just 2 days ago, this very week, it shows that people are still buying into meme coins. Yeah. So to your question, where do I see this going in the next 5-10 years? The one thing for sure I still see being constant, while everything can change, is that meme coins are here to stay. You know why? Because of social media, and because it's sort of like a movement against the establishment. It's sort of like a movement to say we don't need to invest in hedge funds and follow the hedge, because they pretty much control the market. This is a sort of way, a protest against those in power, to say that we can make our own money our own way and we don't need your influence. And our meme-ness in us
our meme
can never be destroyed.
Okay.
Watch us.
Okay. Yeah,
you know?
I mean, but then there's been so much. I mean, and also when the market gets hit so hard, meme coins get affected tenfold.
100%.
Right. So you just there's these like you just said, buzzwords, man. It's just changing the market so rapidly. I mean, but let's face the facts. Without stable tokens, there would be no crypto market. The whole stable tokens are keeping the market together, right? Everything, suppliers, operators, the whole gaming industry is paid in USDT or USDC. So the stable tokens are keeping the market flowing, and you get these new tokens that are coming out. And what would you say? 80-90% of them don't even pull through? Maybe higher.
What I'm seeing is that every new coin that comes out, or every new community, is always trying to say we're the next most decentralized community you've never heard of. We're the most decentralized. By decentralized, we mean there's no central authority, there's no one communicating, there's no one calling the shots, but the community. You are the people who call the shots here. But time and time again, we've seen that decentralized doesn't work. Why? Because imagine having 100,000 members WhatsApp group. Who's going to maintain that no one's breaking the rules? There has to be an admin.
Of course.
There has to be an admin who is going to collect the responses.
But where are the rules in an unregulated market?
And here we are.
What is the rules?
Where are the rules? So the fact that communities are able to come up with their own rules and implement them, it's just designed to be just a disaster.
It's just the Wild West.
Yeah, it almost is like the Wild West.
Yeah.
So this is why systems have come in place, law and order has come in place, politicians have come in place. You vote for politicians, they make the decisions because they have, I say they're supposed to have the knowledge to run the country. But we've seen time and time again, they're angry at the governments, they're angry at the politicians. So what can we do to take power back?
Okay, so let's look at the US elections. Do you see that affecting the crypto market?
100%. This
Why?
US election is a game changer because it's all about crypto. The fact that Kamala Harris and Biden has had to change their stance on Bitcoin and on in general cryptocurrency just shows that they themselves do not have crypto is beyond them. It's bigger than them, and it's gonna have to be accepted as a reality because people get paid in crypto faster than Swift,
100%.
faster than bank transfers.
100%.
They have to accept that. I'm sorry that the U.S. dollar is eroding. The value of the U.S. dollar has been eroded since 1970s, which is when the abolishment of gold. So, the fact that one Bitcoin each year is being worth more, and the dollar is being worth less. You see that on a graph. Bitcoin every year is going up, 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 and the dollar is just crashing because of more money printing. This is a movement. This election is going to really set the stage that crypto is going to be accepted into everyday life. Yeah.
So where does the regulation come into play on that? So let's look at the fact that, as you just said, cryptocurrency is an easy form of payment method.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Globally.
Yes.
Okay. Transactions done in seconds.
Yes.
With zero KYCs, with zero actual regulation. When regulation comes into play, how does that change the market? How do meme coins become regulated with no framework?
So before we go into meme coins, stable coins are all regulated. They have to be. So by regulated, that means in order to even set up an account, you go through the normal KYC, know your client, which is the same thing as AML, anti-money laundering, CTF, counter-terrorist financing measures that regulators collect this information about you so that they know who you are. You're here to participate in this country and market. You have to put in your fingerprints, like you cross the border. So same thing. You're going to use and accept payment. You have to reveal your identity. It's just the way it works, so that we can identify you, and we can, if you're a criminal, whatever, we can capture you. So to be paid in stable coins, that's already in place. Now, to be paid in meme coins, you don't have to necessarily have KYC. You can go through a decentralized application, a DApp, and just say, I want to be paid in this Hawk Tour meme coin.
People are getting paid their salary.
In Hawk Tour. Can you believe this?
Where has the world gone to?
I know.
Yeah. Are you getting your salary this month? Yes, we're paid in Hawk
Tour
coin.
Or Doge.
Or Doge,
right? Or Shiba.
Yeah. Or Pepe.
Right?
It's like, it's. How did you pay your salary? Well, it was a picture of a frog that paid me this month.
Right?
Yeah, this is it's a crazy world.
And don't forget, Elon Musk has had a big impact on this. The fact that, I don't know if you watched his tweets, but one of his latest tweets was he put a picture up saying he may be something along the lines of DOGE, Department of Governmental Efficiency, right? And DOGE, what does that spell? Doge. Right? So him, when you have a billionaire like him, who's, some people call him a billionaire meme, he's actually he's actually adding fuel to the fire.
100%. Every time he tweets,
he's adding fuel to the fire. 100%. He's part of the problem, you could say. He's not the solution to it. He doesn't keep quiet. He actually adds fuel. So when you have someone like him, Elon Musk, and he's a billionaire himself, many people look up to him.
Yeah.
People are going to say, look, he's a big, massive advocate for Doge. So the Doge community blood lives on.
Yeah.
Our souls will live on no matter what. You cannot take our souls away from us.
So politicians and just big influential people, they're just completely controlling the market via social media. Let's face the facts, right?
100%.
So the reality is, this is the thing. What is the reality? Now, obviously, Dubai is merging into this tech hub, tech powerhouse. And it's not just crypto that they're focusing on. That is just one part of it. Now, obviously, Web3, metaverse, AI. Now, where do you see AI, let's say, coming involvement in our day-to-day life?
So number one, AI is already being used to create games. So creating an AI to create games. So coming back to gaming, which is very relevant here. And then with the gaming in place, people want to earn from the game. They want to earn it, and the way that they tend to earn, which is super fast, super fast transactions, zero transaction fee, crypto. So you see how AI comes in, gaming comes in, and then crypto comes in. This is the merge of the three. Right. Now betting comes in as well, because in these games you can actually bet on them. You can. Yeah. Casino betting is totally, correct. And then you can create your avatar. Your avatar is an NFT. See the merging of now betting, cryptocurrency, and NFTs all in one.
Which is then formed on the metaverse.
Yes. in the metaverse again.
What is going on?
You see, they're combining everything in one.
Of course.
Because if you can create an account, you've got two different games. One where it's owned by an entity versus one where you own everything in there. You own your avatar. I'm gonna play Texas Hold'em, but I want to create an identity. I want to have long hair. I want to have a beard. I want to have blue eyes.
Yeah, you can be who you want to be.
You can be who you want to be.
Correct.
But 100%. You couldn't do that before.
Yeah.
So why not create this and I keep this? This is an NFT for me, and it's on the blockchain.
Well, even now, Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook is now Facebook Meta.
Yeah. See? Yeah.
So in my opinion, I believe that Facebook will merge into Meta, and it will be ran under the metaverse, and you will have your avatar, as you just said, on Facebook, which will be Meta. So like you say, you'll be who you want to be. You can change your face of your character daily if you want. So it's listen. This is the world that we're moving into, an AI. Futuristic VR world, which one is exciting, but two is also crazy
and dystopian.
Yeah.
I think I said this at the IFE Expo when you were there. I said that I think it's my personal opinion in the future that websites will no longer exist and there will just be metaverses everywhere. And by metaverse, I
remember this.
We'll all be wearing goggles. We'll all be. If you're not wearing a goggle, you live in the Stone Age. If you don't have a goggle on your head, on your face, and you're not wearing one, don't talk to me. Because we can't speak the same language. Everyone has to have a goggle in their head, and we don't even need laptops anymore because we can literally type on the wood right here, and I can have multiple screens happening at the same time, right? The Apple Vision Pro. Websites, no need. I mean, okay, you can log into the website in the metaverse, fine, but you're in the metaverse. Why do you need a website when you can
be in it?
Immerse yourself.
You can be merging with several different websites all into one.
All into one.
Yeah.
So this is the future. And so at the same time, while you're sitting in the same stationary place, you don't need to physically go anywhere. You could be earning in crypto. And your salary comes in crypto super fast in your wallet. See your bank balance right here, right now.
Yeah.
Right in this corner. I can have it up there while I'm talking to you. And I can see it go up every time, go up every time, go up every time. So what will this do to society? Really is
where is modern day world?
Yeah,
where is old school living compared to this theory that you have? I mean, it's mad.
It's mad. It's like if you're not trying to switch off will be the biggest challenge. Yeah. Trying to switch off. As soon as you wake up, I've got this call. On it. It's going to be so easy to put on the goggles. It's going to be so much lighter, so much thinner. It's going to almost be like glasses. Yeah. And those glasses can't even be distinguished from normal glasses. It might be the same one, just with the button. So you're going to wear the glasses every single day. Just like you carry your phone. You don't even think. You carry your phone every day.
You're in the metaverse on these glasses.
Yeah.
Everything's there.
Everything's there.
Yeah, everything's recorded on the blockchain, etc. You're paid in crypto.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So with that in place, what that's going to have on modern society is, I think people are going to get fat. I think people are going to get obese.
Yeah.
And be out of touch with, more disconnected with people than ever before.
But that's what governments want. Keep people away from each other, keep people distant. Don't want people, communities gathering together. Just in my opinion, but yeah, this is a great theory that you have, and when you look at the reality of where things are going and the new sort of industries that are coming into play, it all makes sense to all be connected in one. The powerhouses, the Elon Musks, the Zuckerbergs, all curating these new projects, these new concepts to be all together as one.
Already in Dubai, I feel like everyone's in their bubble without all this technology that we're speaking. Everyone's in their bubble. And would you agree? Like everyone's busy here. Everyone's super busy.
Yeah, of course.
It's like so hard to
Everyone's
connect.
using big buzzwords.
Yeah. But equally, everyone's trying to fit in. So,
yeah, of course.
Because they don't want to be an outsider. And by fitting in, I mean, you might have to, dress a certain way, speak a certain way, be at these events. But at the same time, even they would never express to you, I'm actually not right. Like inside, I may be wearing lavish stuff, but I'm not right in my head. I'm not fine. Yeah. And it's unwritten. It's an unwritten law to be not all right. You always have to have your composure, You know, you always have to have your everything should be going good because you're in Dubai. Come on.
Dubai. It has to
if
be
you're in
going
Dubai, you've made it.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you're on the way to making it, but still, you're still stable. But
so a lot of people from other parts of the world think that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The actual reality versus to what people see. People from outside of Dubai think you just come to Dubai and that's it. You've made it.
you made it.
Great.
Yeah.
You just moved to Dubai. But the reality is, it's actually a lot harder than anywhere else. Because you've got so much competition.
So much competition. Yeah. So much competition that you have to stay on top of your game, but also don't forget cost of living, whether it's rent or groceries that are all imported, right? I miss Lidl from UK. I do.
Easy. Great food, great prices. Hey, you don't get any of that here.
None of that.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, with all of that said, with all this technology this is going to raise being disconnected even more because now I have to be on top of my game using these goggles, and I have to be on it. Like finish this inquiry, finish that one, work on this one. Okay, produce it now. When do I switch off?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my burger right here while still doing this.
Yeah.
I could probably be exercising my legs while still doing this.
Yeah.
So will people have kids? Will people even want to be ready for kids? Will they even be in their mindset to have kids?
And what time span do you see this? Because a lot of it makes sense. People will not believe in this. A lot of people will not believe in this kind of theory, and a lot of people will not accept this, right? But if they make it where you have no other choice, that this is the way that the world is going to, and what kind of time frame do you think that we have in modern society now until technology really starts to take shape?
It's a good question, but because look at the time frame today of how many people own a smartphone. You could probably say even third world countries own smartphones. Doesn't matter regardless of country. If you don't have you're still using a flip phone, you must be a CIA or someone. You know, you must be wanted or something if you're still using a flip phone. So the fact that everyone has a smartphone, we can agree. The time frame between switching from smartphone to this goggle and this AI thing, that's a tough question of how long it will take. But it will start with the first world countries. The first world countries that introduced Apple Vision Pro. I don't have one yet. Do you? No, not yet. So we can agree it's still making its way. Yeah. But some people already have the Apple Vision Pro. And this is a very clunky, big version. It's the first edition. What do you expect? It's very clunky, it's big, it's heavy. But there's going to be more editions, advanced editions in this. Other companies outside of Apple, and they're going to say, "Look at us, we're much thinner. We're actually the same as the glasses." And how convenient would it be that to put such a lightweight glasses on, and you could be filming at the same time. Now imagine everyone could be filming. Would you want to be out?
Of course. You just mentioned one thing then that's just come to my mind: smartphones. Now.
Yeah.
Look how the world, look how technology has evolved, especially from, everyone used to have different Nokias, different phones. Everyone had a different phone, right?
Yes.
Now, you either have an iPhone or an Android.
Yeah.
So they've controlled the world just down to two brands of, these are two that the world is going to run on, and that is it. Is that a control?
100%. It's a monopoly. It's a duopoly, you could say, because there's only two brands out there. So you're either on this side or that side. But both are regulated. Both are government approved. If they have that government approved stamp, okay, you're part of the matrix, right? They can. People who say, my phone's encrypted. No, I don't believe any of that.
I don't believe any of that.
Any of that. They can track you.
Yeah.
So the best way is to.
We're constantly being tracked.
We're constantly being tracked. There's only one solution: get off the phones.
Yeah.
Either get off the phones, or I'm gonna be generous here, take a risk and say this: build your own phone. Build it from your own raw materials, your own way, and you'll have to build your own iOS software.
But then you're never gonna have the smartphone technology.
No.
For banking, this
and all this stuff.
You're never gonna have it.
Banks exist on the smartphone as an app because it's been government approved, and Apple has signed some kind of agreement with the bank to have this beautiful display on your phone. There's been lots of behind the scenes curtains closed that you don't know what's happening in the background. Correct. You just see what you see. It's designed that way by design.
Next 10, 20 years, cash is finished.
Yeah, I think I can imagine, because governments want to crack down. This is also the agenda of the FCA. Governments want to crack down on money laundering. So to make everything online and to make everything a CBDC, central bank digital currency, they can track everything you spend because it's online. It's transparent. It's on the blockchain. So technically speaking, with smart contract advancement in technology, the governments can place coupon codes, coupons, and expiry dates on your money. They can say, so if in a pandemic, if you're trying to go a certain place, they can set a radar in place where your money and your spending won't work anymore because you've crossed your boundaries. They can do that.
80% of bars, restaurants, shops within central London, you can't even use cash.
Yeah.
Leicester Square, Piccadilly, you can't even use cash. Only your tourist sort of kind of booths, shop.
Yeah.
Your major restaurants, bars can't even use cash.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Sweden's the same. Yeah.
When you in the UK, the reason why some say cash only is because they don't want to pay taxes, or it's because they pretty much don't want to pay taxes, and there's no record to show. Look, this came in. In a way, I from a privacy standpoint, like, I support that. Like, you want your privacy. Nobody needs to know how much, because the banks can always see your account. They can always see it's there. You're banking with them. You signed an agreement with them. They can always see your balance. They lend your balance. They lend your money for money to give you an interest of 0.
100%.
So having that in cash means no one's looking. It's my privacy. That's me. Now, going back to the movement I was telling you about, crypto, NFTs, meme coins, there's a movement that's within this, still in line with this, the privacy movement that have launched private blockchains like Monero. So Monero is a private one. You can transact, but no one can see that transaction. And no one can see your address. Right now, public blockchains, you can see the addresses. You can. You can see the amounts being transacted, but you don't know who that person is. It's still online. You can see, wow, this person transferred this amount of Bitcoin to that. That's a huge amount.
Yeah.
On Monero, nothing, 0. But what happened with Monero? Delisted from all the major exchanges because governments cannot regulate them. So Monero is, like you said, the whole iPhone, make your own iPhone. No one's going to partner with you. So I don't know how the future of Monero, but the community of Monero remain intact.
Yeah.
They stay together. They're staying strong. They're going to find a way to try and get listed somewhere, or make their own exchange. But this is their movement, saying we're not letting the government control us. We don't want to be part of the establishment. We are anti-matrix.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy times. So you come from a regulatory background, okay? And obviously you're quite very experienced in this sector and regulatory bodies, especially within the UK. The UK is the highest regulation in the world, without a shadow of a doubt, for any industry. How do you see regulation taking place within the UAE for gaming/gambling?
It's a good one, because we've got Ras Al Khaimah, which is going to be the Ras Vegas.
Ras Vegas,
Vegas,
I've heard this
right?
one before. I like it.
So Ras Al Khaimah is opening up, and they're going to be the number one, planning to be the number one casino place of the world. So even though Dubai itself is not there yet, because I think it's a bit of a touchy subject. They don't do gambling here yet. The fact that Ras Al Khaimah, and there's been approval for it already. It's already been approved, hasn't it?
There's talks.
Oh, there's talks. Okay.
There's talks.
There's talks.
Well, that's what we're here at Bet Talks. There's a lot of talking.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of talking. Now, has it been approved? This is the thing. There's a lot of media. There's a lot of social media. There's a lot of posts. There's a lot of talks on the win on Marjan Island in Ras Al Khaimah will open in 2027. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I've been there. I've seen development there. Okay. You're still not walking in there and playing roulette in the UAE.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot of talk, right? There's also there's a lot of movement on crypto. There's a lot of new companies coming in, but there's still no official. From what I know, official saying, right, the UAE has a gambling license and that the win will the win are developing there. That's for sure. And that there is a community of a mega hub of the Address are opening there, Nikki Beach are opening there, and the Win is there. Well, what is the Win known for?
So there's two arguments to this. On the one side, don't just look at it as the casino. Look at it as what's going to surround the casino.
The entertainment hub.
Entertainment hub, but more importantly, what's that? Jobs. Jobs is music to the government's ears.
Correct.
Jobs equals money. Money equals, they may charge a tax, I'm not sure, but money equals money into the economy. There's always hidden taxes. Money into the economy means money to re-spend on infrastructure. That's music to their ears. So when you see casino, that's one little speck. It's the jobs, it's the innovation, it's the surroundings.
I tend to disagree.
What's your point?
The revenue,
yeah,
the revenue from gambling is tenfold on the revenue from jobs. Because you're going to bring the Chinese in. The Russians are already here. The Americans are starting to come a lot more now. You see a lot more. You see a lot more Americans in the UAE than ever, because they was always petrified of coming to the UAE.
Yeah, they were.
They're like, hey man, we've always been at war with the Middle East. Why would we want to go there? That's not a mockery on the Americans. I've got a lot of American friends, but that's their theory.
Yeah.
Why would we invest in the Middle East? We can invest in the Caribbean. It's closer to us. It's the same tropical kind of feeling. Why would we do it? But now there's a lot more Americans coming, which what do they do? Like love to do, love to gamble. Las Vegas, Macau, what's in the middle? Dubai.
But what about also this, the real estate? Real estate is huge in the UAE. Huge. Creek, it's developing, they're creating the next tower. Dubai downtown is inundated. They're still building on top of it. Now, can you imagine Ras Al Khaimah with the hopefully approval of the casino? There's not going to be a single real estate around the area? Of course there will be.
Well, the developers are already launching projects.
Yeah.
Big projects.
Nothing to do with casino, just projects, just like hotels, skyscrapers, towers.
1-bedroom apartments off plan are selling for 2 million dirhams.
Crazy. I'm not surprised.
For a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
Overlooking Marjan Island.
In Ras Al Khaimah.
In Ras Al Khaimah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
What is in Ras Al Khaimah? I mean, it's just
nothing. And nothing there.
It's just one of the Emirates that has sent some post on social media.
Yeah.
On several different platforms that there is going to be a casino built. That's all there has been. That's all there's been. There's not been any government come on and officially make a quote that we have a gambling license, gaming/gambling in the UAE. Well, I haven't seen it. So there's nothing actual framework of that to happen.
I do invite that as the argument against. And right now, maybe what happened with NEOM project in Saudi Arabia. The NEOM,
the line,
the whole thing. Have you heard about the cutbacks, the economic cutbacks, saying they're not going to be able to build and deliver what they wanted to set out to achieve?
Because they've actually realized how much money this is going to cost. They've actually realized that they've gone, oh shit, right? We've over exaggerated. So what about this ski resort? Like, it's going to be the size of Austria in Saudi, like an outdoor ski resort with compact coolers in the mountains of Saudi to freeze the whole of the mountains so people can actually ski outdoors in Saudi. I mean, this is just madness. And overestimation, over talking, and this is their first time. They cannot say, look at our portfolio, we've done this before, we've done that before. This is their first time. Correct.
So using the same argument, which I invite, there's two sides to every coin. This could be the case with Ras Al Khaimah. A lot of talk, a lot of this, a lot of that, and it doesn't actually go ahead. We just have that as one of the arguments. But would they go this far? Would they really go this far? Talking about all this in the media and then ignoring all the job prospects, the real estate.
It's definitely happening.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's definitely happening. It's the Win are developing on Marjan Island. It's happening. The Win would not be coming to the UAE without being accepted for a casino.
Yeah.
Now, I've been to Las Vegas 3 times. The Win and the Encore back to back are both built around a casino. The whole concept of the Win is casino based. Okay. So they're not coming here for any other reason. All right. One thing that I did question on, why have Caesar's Palace pulled out of Blue Waters?
Wow, that's a good question. That is something I do not know personally, but the fact that they have means they probably don't see confidence in the project, and they probably rather put their money elsewhere because it's probably going to be a flop in their eyes.
Also, I've heard, like I say, I've been in the gaming sector for over 8 years. I've been in the gaming/gambling industry. Lived in Malta for over 5 years, which is a gaming hub
Another
of the world.
gaming hub.
The world. The MGA license, worked very closely with them for casinos, sportsbook, poker companies incorporating within Malta. Now, I've heard a lot of talk in the UAE, especially in Dubai, that there are casinos built ready to go. Let's look at the Atlantis Royale, the Bulgari residence. The QE2 down in Dira is a stable ship with a casino already on it.
Wow.
Now, who's not saying come 2027 or 2020 or 2026, they just pull the sheets off of all of the gaming tables, and there you go. You go and stay on the QE2, you can gamble, there's gaming in place, the regulations all open, and these casinos start popping up everywhere. Off of man-made land, off of actual native territory land. Do you see where I'm coming from?
When you say man-made, as in they've extended the land.
Yeah, they extended the land. So all of that extended land, all of that offshore land, right? The Palm, Bulgari residence, Dira Islands, the Blue Waters. These is all man-made land off of actual territory. Yes. Now, all of these resorts are all catered to have casinos. Who's not saying that in the next 2-3 years, bang, 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 you start seeing them all popping up?
Nah, I mean, this is the UAE. You know, one of the things about the UAE, the government of the UAE, at least Dubai, I'll say, Dubai, is that they want to be number one in everything. Right, Dubai Mall, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is the largest mall in the world. Yeah. They have a ski. You can ice skate in there.
The Burj Khalifa, tallest.
Burj Khalifa, tallest in the world.
I don't think it is anymore, is it? Saudi now have officially the Kingdom Tower.
I need to check that, but still, it's been they still maintain that status. The fact that they do this, it would be a great impression for the world and a great image booster for the UAE, because Ras Al Khaimah is part of the UAE. That having seen Macau, having seen Las Vegas, they've seen it with their eyes, they've done their homework. This is going to be the next big thing. You're never going to see anything better than this.
The next mega hub.
Yeah.
And it's all catered. It's all catered around this, because gaming/gambling is one of the biggest industries in the world.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. With the revenue it brings is ridiculous. And the class of people that it can bring, it could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing, because it can create a lot of negativity as well. Addiction. I
have a question, actually, maybe because you're better at this than I am with the gaming industry. Do you think in the casinos that because you're playing against the dealer or you're playing against the casino people?
Playing against the house.
Yeah. Do you think it's rigged?
I know it's always in the house's favour.
You know this.
Yeah, the odds are massively against you.
Odds, always.
Well, you play a roulette, you're 36-1, including zero. Depending if there's double zero, in America they have double zero, so it's actually 37-1. 000 they have in Asia, so it's always against you.
It's always against you.
The best odds in any casino is blackjack. Yeah. But, I mean, it all comes as an entertainment. People like to have drinks, people like to party, people like to gamble. It's all created to have fun, to take them risks, to get rich quick. Greed. People want more. People want more.
And the adrenaline.
Let's gamble. Let's take a chance. And 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, the house wins.
Yeah.
Well, there's still that chance.
I know. Hope.
There's still that chance. But listen, very exciting times. Extremely exciting times. One question I want to ask you. I know, you are around the crypto space. Your podcast, the Traders Brawl, is going exceptionally well, and mainly focused on trading crypto. Yeah. Is crypto gambling?
That's a good question. It's been said that it's like a casino, right? Because you're literally you're trading based on hype and hoping for the moon. You're trading based on community hearsay and then hoping for the moon. It's unlike a stock or unlike a company like Apple, Amazon. They have actual services. Their audits are online and public because they're a public traded company. You can actually look at their annual report and you can see how well they did last year and the year before and things like that. Memes, not a chance. Meme coins. Now, when it comes to so stable coins, you're not really trading a stable coin to make money. You can store cash in stable coins. So that's not a casino. It's a stable coin. You get paid your salary in USDT. That's fine. Bitcoin, on the other hand, the fact that every year we're seeing Bitcoin going up and up and up. Don't get me wrong, there are times where, of course, it goes down, it goes to a crash. But every year, it's accumulating and it's rising because of this movement of taking back control, this movement of decentralized. Like nobody controls it. No one is the CEO of Bitcoin. Satoshi Nakamoto, nobody knows.
No one knows.
No one knows.
No
It's
one knows.
designed to keep that way.
But don't you look at this? I mean, this is what's crazy. This whole hype around Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is the next big thing. Bitcoin's going to close the banks down. Bitcoin's going to take over the world. Who owns Bitcoin?
Yeah.
What's the framework around it?
So
Where's Bitcoin's head offices?
I want to share something with you. Pavel Durov, he's the founder and CEO of Instagram. He was on an interview and he was asked, do you own anything? Do you own a house? He says, no, I don't. I don't own a house. I don't own land. I don't own any of that stuff. And he was asked why. When you own something, you're tied to an entity.
100%.
You are tied down, shackles on you.
Yeah.
Because now they know they attach your name to that property.
To the assets.
To the assets.
Yeah.
They can know what you own.
Yeah.
And once they know what you own,
They can take it away.
yeah, they can take it away. They can threaten to take it away. He keeps, apparently, according to what he said, he keeps all his assets in a decentralized wallet, so nobody can take it because you need his key in order to enter it. Not even governments can hack into it. You need the key. He owns nothing. He just rents, lives a life of renting. He has a couple $100 million in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and he just lives. When he needs to deposit, he'll just take it out from there.
Take it out from them and live like that.
And lives like this. So same concept.
Look at like what Andrew Tate says. They own a trust that owns a fund that has access to that mega yacht there, or access to that villa there, or they never own anything because, like you say, you're tied to that asset is tied to an entity.
Yes.
And whenever you're going to be investigated on something, they can just take that away.
Correct.
Seize that fund. Seize that account.
Seize. That's the main point here. The fact that the U.S. was also able to put sanctions on Russia, obviously because of the conflict, and
the
seize
UK.
and the UK, they were able to halt bank accounts, banking services, the one source that keeps you alive.
They were seizing Russian mega yachts in the middle of the sea.
Right.
Sending authorities out there to seize yachts.
Seize yachts.
While they're out
Yeah.
enjoying their vacation.
Right.
This is just utter madness.
Yeah. So when we see things like this happen, doesn't it trigger into your mind that you're living, if you continue to own things, you'll be continuing to be owned by those things and thus have them be seized one day.
Sure.
So when you don't own anything, no one can tie you down to anything. So that back to your question now, Bitcoin, who is the founder? Where is the head office? There is none.
There is none.
You can buy at your own will. You can sell at your own will. The government can't take you down.
Yet.
Well,
listen, if the cryptocurrency market becomes regulated, which is the way it's going, okay, because it's becoming more usability friendly, that it's becoming more mass adoption, more people, more buzzwords, as you say, more people are accepting it in day-to-day life, okay? That becomes regulated. Then what?
When that becomes regulated, you mean Bitcoin being regulated?
Well, just in regards to the market itself becoming regulated, then the whole decentralized, unregulated, moving transfers here, moving transfers there, that all changed. Yeah?
To some degree, yes. Still, we don't know who the founder and CEO of Bitcoin is. Technically, the government can. The only thing they can do as part of your they can't seize your Bitcoin if it's in a decentralized wallet. That's Pavel Durov is doing that. You can be in the same as him, not own anything and just operate the way he does. If he wishes to transfer some of that Bitcoin into his bank account, he must have one bank account in order to, I assume. The only in from the government is the bank account. That bank account, in order to accept Bitcoin, has had to sign an agreement saying we accept Bitcoin, we're government entity regulated, we accept Bitcoin into this. You're allowed to convert your Bitcoin into fiat. Here you go, on-ramp, off-ramp. That's the only in, but they can't go into your wallet.
Yeah.
And when I say yet, maybe the only way they would be able to is if they threaten Pavel or threaten us, saying you have to give us your crypto wallet in order to participate in the economy.
Yeah.
You have to surrender, just like you have to surrender your passport if you're a criminal. You can't leave the country.
Of course.
But that would be crazy. That would be absolute madness to say you have to give your passport or you have to give me your crypto wallet phrase if you want to use the train. That would be complete insanity.
Absolutely.
That would lead to riots. That would lead to chaos. That would lead to the world being just crazy.
I think crazy is one way of putting it. I've loved this interview. Very knowledgeable guy you are.
Oh, thank you.
Guys, check out Traders Brawl Media. To all of our viewers out there, Adel, it's been great having you on the show.
Thank you.
I would probably say one of the best interviews I've ever done.
Really?
Very informative. I think we had a great debate back and forth about several different topics. Don't miss the full episode and check out Traders Brawl Media. Adel, it's been great having you here. Thank you very
Rick.
much. Cheers.
Thank you very
much.
Thank you so much.
Woo!